Hi guys. So tonight is we do once a month, the second Tuesday of every month at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, you will see a new coach training. I do this, and then anybody in your downline anywhere is welcome to join us. So it's cool too, because one, we have a new coach training. It should be up on our website, should be up by the end of this week, which I'm super excited about. You'll go in, you'll make a password, you'll make your password for your email, and you log in, then that's where our training will be. So in the meantime, what I've been sending is a Google Doc with everything that's going into that training. So you can get started now, but it is really exciting that that's coming. Then you can do the same thing with any coaches you sign. They can use the very same training that you had, as well as these once a month new coach training calls, and they'll also be recorded. So if somebody signs up this week, they don't have another call for a while, you can send them the recording. Hey, make sure you take sorry, can't get that out. Check this out. So we are just trying to make it super simple and as easy as possible for you to get other people on board and let us help you help them. Because a lot of times people are afraid to talk about, coaching, or I can't sign a coach, I don't know what I would do. Let us help you mentor them, and you can have somebody sign up the same week as you, and we will mentor them, help you out, do that. A perfect example, Jess on the call, she signed up her coach Liz the same day that she signed up. And she actually tried to give Liz to me. And she was like, I don't think I'm going to do this coaching thing. Can I just have her sign up under you? And I was like, no, she's signing up under you. But to this day, I kind of have, mentored both of them because they signed up at the same time. I want you to not be afraid to talk to people, because I want you to know that we've got your back. We're going to help you train them. So our team name is Beautifully Made. And the most important job you have is to work on you. I can't tell you guys this enough. This is your business, is your results. And maybe you're somebody that you're like, I don't have a ton of weight to lose. I'm not sure how I can, show this, but you have a journey to go through, whether it be physically, mentally, spiritually, really focusing on nutrition and fueling your body, or you're growing in strength or endurance. There's so many different aspects that you are going to continue to grow and show. And so that's why the personal development, showing up, pushing play on your workout, fueling your body are going to be so important for your business. So it's kind of cool because coaching makes you more accountable, right? Because you're like, okay, if I want to have a rocking business, I should have rocking results, or at least show that I'm growing in other areas of my life. So you have to help yourself before you help others. So you're going to, get to know the products. If you're somebody, I signed up to coach and I wasn't a challenger first. I literally was just like, I found the business opportunity, was broke as a joke, had $7 in my bank account. And I was like, sure, let me do it. I don't have anywhere else to go here but up. So that was me. But then I have a lot of people that are like, I want to get to know what everything Beachbody has to offer. I've only done the workouts, or, I've only tried Shakeology. Has anybody in here not tried, show of hands, raise your hands. Has anybody not tried Energize? Okay. That is going to be your month one goal, is to try it, and you're never going to be able to go back. So I'm just giving you a forewarning. It really is a little bit of crack, and I love it so much. I mean, it not really is, but you know what I mean? It's like, I can't imagine my life without it, because one, I'm such a caffeine person, but coffee hurts my stomach. And so it's been such a game changer for me, because I can have it in the morning before my workout. And then 2 o'clock rolls around, where I usually want another cup of coffee, but then I usually get a little bit of a stomach ache. Then I've been able to have this. So for me, it also curbs like that sugar craving. And I pair it with a beach bar. Every day at 3 o'clock is Energize and a beach bar. And I talk about that. So one, I'm not sitting here saying like, you have to buy all of these products, but the more that you get to know other things, you can organically talk about it. So probably a couple of you, if I signed you up, maybe threw something else in the cart and said, you can feel free to take it out. It's like an Amazon cart I built for you, but I just wanted to let you know it's something I love. So whether it be Energize or beach bars or something else, I'm normally throwing something else in the cart and telling them why I love it. It's not like, hey, this thing is on sale for $29.99. You should totally try it this month. That doesn't motivate anybody. But when I message and I say, hey, I threw in a box of beach bars because they're discounted with your purchase, and my unicorn juice, which I always call it unicorn juice. You can call it whatever you want. The Energize, but it's my 3 o'clock sugar craving. It's been so helpful. Yes. Hello, Adley. It's been so helpful. And most of the time people like keep it in there. So just like being able to, tell them why helps so much with your business. So that's why one reason also you get great results. Guys, I've been a coach 7 years. I think actually yesterday was my 7-year anniversary of being a coach. And I have had Shakeology almost every single day. And, I have slowly found as they made more and more products, I was able to try more and more things and fall in love with them and get really great results. So, I just went on a tangent there. Sorry. Let's just go to number 3. You get the point. Tell people about the product and lifestyle. So, goes hand in hand about that is just, talking about what you're doing, but not in a salesy way. So why you love it. And you can organically do this on a story or something. I will be like mixing up my Energize. I like to mix Energize, Hydrate, and Collagen. And I call it my mocktail. So Hydrate is like the healthy Gatorade. Collagen is good for your hair, skin, and nails. And I will just, I don't even like really always address what I'm doing, but I'm mixing it up and I'm telling a funny story from the day before. And so then I get a bunch of people like, hey, tell me what that pink drink is, or what were you mixing together or something like that. So curiosity marketing goes a long way too, but then also being able to have a story so that you can, when people are like, hey, you look great, what are you doing? You can be able to tell them that too. Help people change their life with the products. Tell those people that they can help other people change their life with the products, AKA building a team. So this is so when you kind of take the like, oh my gosh, I can't build a team because how can I do this out of it? And you're really just focusing on, kind of looking for people that you would really enjoy spending time with and getting to talk to, and that have the same vibe as you. Maybe they make posts and you're like, oh, that person I just love seeing their positive side. They would be a great coach. I want you to start looking for little things like that. And the longer that you're a coach, it'll automatically be something you see right away. But looking for people in your newsfeed that are happy, that are positive, that are pretty active on social media, those are going to be the kind of people you're also going to make sure that you put on your list to reach out to and just start conversations, because they have their great coach material. People that are going to be able to, one, connect you with a whole new like sphere of people that you get to bless their lives with this, so that's how I look at it, is that every single person that you talk to is able to connect you with all of these other lives that are being able to be changed because of you. And it's such a beautiful ripple effect that when you think about it that way versus like, okay, I have to go invite, like whose life can I bless and how big can I make this ripple effect? I feel like that really speaks to your heart. So use your resources. We've got our Coach Online office. Go to teambeachbody.com, log in and go to your Coach Online office. There's a new training. There's a training you can start right away. There's just a short training there. And then there's so many resources in there. You can go to the FAQ basically for just about anything. Go to Coach Breaking News. You can check in where your challengers, new clients are, new coaches are, things like that. Our team page is going to be, for our big team page is Beautifully Made Family. If you have a Star Diamond coach that also has their own page, you'll have 2 pages, and that's totally cool. More resources to help you out. CoachFAQ.com, and that's the FAQ I told you about, and then YouTube and Google. Guys, I freaking lived on YouTube. When I first started as a coach, any free moment, I would be going and stalking the top 10 coaches from the year before, and I would be like just living in their YouTube for their team calls, like their trainings, things like that. So as you start learning like who some of the top coaches are and following, and you find somebody that really speaks to you, you can kind of look at how they post and the stories that they're doing here and there, just to get some inspiration. But I don't want you to like live sucked in there, but also knowing that their YouTube is going to be a wealth of information. So national wake up calls are Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern time. This is the Facebook page that you're going to do. It's TBB Coach 411. So you'll like that. And then you want to make sure that you also add yourself to the page Beachbody Champions. If you can't find any of this information, feel free to just reach out to your upline and ask them, hey, can you add me to the Beachbody Champions page? Because anybody that's already in there can add somebody else, and then it just has to be approved. And then team call night is Thursdays at 8:30, so Eastern time. So to this week, Casey is going to be hosting, and she's going to be talking about like talking to your target market and really, you know, providing value for them and how to really hone in on who you want to be joining your team, because guys, we get to pick who our coworkers are. And that is just so awesome. And so, you know, being able to choose who you get to surround yourself with and figuring out who you are, one, if you know, what other things are there to you other than, you know, I don't want to just be Beachbody April. So there's other things like I talk about, postpartum depression a lot. I've got a 2.5-month-old and a 3-year-old. So and they're both girls, and I love all things sparkly and matching. So I talk about that kind of stuff. You know, people have tagged me in wine and guacamole and German Shepherd things forever. You'll start to find these little things that if you sat down and talked to yourself, like I might not write down wine lover, guacamole lover, German Shepherd mama, like, but then as I'm posting about it organically, people associate that with me. And so you want to be being tagged by people in random things about things that you love, so that you want people to know enough and be interested. And, you know, and we're going to be focusing on being interested in them. And so that comes with, you know, making sure that you're building connections with people. So we've got 4 vital behaviors. 1 is be proof the products work. 2 is share, connect, and invite. So share what you're doing on your social media platform, connect with other people, and then invite them. And invite them like a accountability buddy. Like, hey, I would love for you to join us. You know, sweating at home for 30 minutes a day has been like my saving grace. It's the only thing keeping me sane right now. What are you doing for you? Excuse me. And just like segueing into a conversation. And that way, then once you're like, yeah, you should totally do it with me. I'm just working out from home. I've been streaming my workouts and I follow the meal plans and I've been loving it. You know, would you be interested in, seeing if it's for you? Like, it's not something that you need to be like, hey, I'm selling this. I'd like to, you know, give you the options. I'm looking for an accountability buddy. Do you want to do this with me? And when you come from that point of view, nobody, you know, think about it. If you went to a restaurant, you loved it, had a great vibe, great food, great atmosphere, and you would tell your girlfriend, right? You'd be like, girl, you got to go check this restaurant out. It was so good. The food was awesome. You got to go. Nobody would be like, oh my gosh, what is she trying to sell me? Rude. You know, it's like you found something that you love and you're just talking to other people about it. Why not? Because you know there's other people that are in your shoes that want to maybe have a community, maybe feel a little better in their skin, or just, you know, have something to help with stress. So personal development is number 3. I love personal development so much. I totally was that person that was like, I don't need it. I was like embarrassed to think about going in the self-help aisle for like a book at the bookstore. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, this has changed my life 100%. I am a better wife, mom, person because of personal development. So I have some personal development. Is that super loud? Can you hear Adley in the background? Okay. They're like wrestling and being like screaming downstairs. So I want everybody in the chat to write in what your personal development you're doing right now. And we have a thing in our team page for personal development that's like by what category, you know, if you want something for leadership, you want something for self-confidence, you want something for this. So post below. I just downloaded one today on audible.com. You can put in your email and get 1 free download. So if you want to listen to your book, that's a great way to do it. I just downloaded Leader Shift by John C. Maxwell. I heard good things about that. Okay. And then get people results. Number 4, you're just going to be helping other people. And it's just the ripple effect. It's so cool to see that you are then being able to get those messages like, thank you so much for this. I like seriously just needed somebody to keep me accountable. You're so motivating. You're so inspiring. And when you get that first message that somebody says that to you, it's just going to like set your soul on fire, that you used to think like I could never be a coach. And now look at you, you know, inspiring people. It's kind of, I just love those full circle moments. So share your journey on social media, start conversations and talk to people, invite them to your next group. Do your workout, drink your shake, read a book, and talk to people. And that's like what it comes down to. Celebrate every meaningful achievement that contributes to your success. And that's where, again, in our team page, I want you to like celebrate anything and everything about yourself in there. 10 minutes of personal development a day will seriously change your life though. I shoot to do 30 every morning. And I also do a devotional. So right now I'm doing Rick Warren, The Purpose Driven Life, and then I'm doing Holy Hustle Personal Development, and then I will do my 5-minute journal. And it sounds like a ton of time, but it honestly doesn't take me that long. And it's the one thing that I do for myself. Like that morning, starting it off that way is focusing on gratitude, focusing on affirmations, and putting God first. For me, just is like the perfect start to my day. So I slept in today. It's been a little rough over here. I need a little bit more Jesus and a little bit more personal development. But I just want you to find something that if you're a morning person, make it happen, enjoy it, have some time for you, because it just starts your day on such a good note. If you're somebody that's a night owl, it's okay to get it done then. But I really would encourage you to try to find a little bit of time where you're either, earlier or later, so that you get it in. If you're super busy and you're driving, commuting or doing this or that, Audible is great, or YouTube, you can just listen to those as personal development. So books and Audible suggestions, 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. I love that book. She's basically just like, I'm going to count back from 5 and I'm going to do it. So if you struggle with like putting things in your, into place, or you're, somebody that gets stuck with fear or something like that, I really love that one. The Slight Edge or the Compound Effect are probably my 2 biggest suggestions for newer coaches. So I would go ahead and grab Slight Edge or Compound Effect. I love them both on Audible or Amazon, and that be your first one. Start by Jon Acuff. Everything is figure outable. Miracle Morning. Get over your damn self. Stop doing that shit. Girl, wash your face. But I'm sorry, I can't see all the boxes. I don't know if there's children present. Sorry. Girl, Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. That one's a really good one too. I'm obsessed with John Maxwell. Energy Buzz. You're a badass. There's no plan B for your A game. And then podcast. My number one I always suggest to people is Bob Heilig, Your Virtual Upline. I love this man. He's so successful. He has been very successful with network marketing. And network marketing is so specific to working your business, that having a mentor that's specifically teaching you how to work your business, with social media and things like that, is just so helpful. So he also did I don't know if it was March or if it's April, he did a Legacy Leadership Academy where he opened it up to everybody. So I don't know if it would be, if you are interested, if you listen to a couple and you love him, I can get somebody to share the link. I think it was already shared in our team page, but I can direct you there. So Brooke Castillo, the Life Coach School, Keisha Fitzgerald, Empower Her. She is also a Beachbody coach. So she's super fun, super bubbly, super outgoing. Angie Lee, That Angie Lee Show, Janice Howes, School of Greatness, and Josh Coates, Push Your Goal. So, yeah, all good stuff. I can have this uploaded into our team page too. If you need to see these again. So let's see what else. First steps, commit to a program. Everybody in the chat, write what program you are committing to, and commit to sharing a piece of your journey each day. Post once a day, show up in your stories 3 to 5 times a day. And this is, like we said, it's not just Beachbody, Beachbody, Beachbody. We want you to also be showing your family life, your fur babies, what you're eating, like silly things like that, just to be able to also not just be the Beachbody girl. You want to make sure that you have other things that people connect with you. If you love fashion, talk about it. Like, if you love makeup, talk about it. If you love, you found some awesome organic cleaning supplies, just talk about random stuff, because that is going to give you one other segue into having conversations with people that have a like mind. So help 3 to 5 people get started how you started. So, you got started with a challenge pack. You got the Shakeology, you got the 10 rounds, you got the year of Beachbody on Demand. You're going to just help 3 to 5 people do exactly what you did. I like to tell people the base challenge pack right now is $160. So if you wanted to add on Energize and Recover, what is it, 200? It's on sale for 200 for a year of bod, 10 rounds. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry. Can't remember, but there's seriously so much value in there right now that you just have to go into things with confidence that for less than a Target trip, basically, they can be set up for the year. So when you go in it knowing that you have something of incredible value versus like, oh, this is going to be too expensive for them, it's going to be too expensive. I want you guys to also, if you ever struggle with that, Kelly Cox did a great live video today in our team page. She just recently signed up as a coach. She is in the running for the Beachbody Challenge to be a Beachbody Challenge winner, which is going to be announced this in July, where they give $100,000 to a winner. And Hannah Day, who's a coach on our team, actually won it last year out of the entire network. So super cool that Hannah won it last year, and then Hannah's coach Kelly is in the running for it this year. So cool that not only has they both, dropped over 200 pounds between the two of them, but they are able to, have something that's like life-changing. So, anyway, sorry, I'm really, really squirreled today. I really wanted a second serving of Energize, but I went too late, and now I would not sleep. So struggling over here. Success Club is when you get 3 people started with a challenge pack or Shakeology on Home Direct. So you get 2 Success Club points for each challenge pack you sell. If it's a completion pack, that means they already had Beachbody On Demand, but you got them to like maybe unlock 10 rounds and do Shakeology or something like that. Also counts as 2 Success Club points. So for you to hit Success Club, you have to have 90 PV personal volume points. You will see so many acronyms and things. Just ask us if you're like, sometimes I just assume people know. So please be like, what is PV? What is HD? Okay, so 90 personal volume points. Shakeology and the performance stack of Energize and Recover both are 90 personal volume points on HD. That means Home Direct. So auto shipment, every month you're getting that in. Then once you have that qualifies you for Success Club. When you achieve Success Club 3 of your first 6 months, that earns you a free ticket to Summit. That's our national conference. It was actually canceled this year because it was supposed to be in New Orleans in July, and you guys know that they have had a rough time there with everything going on. So you would win that free ticket for next year. But you also would get, this is really cool, you also get a spot in the new program test group. So this is like huge for new coaches. This was never an option for you guys until they put it in place like a couple months ago. So this was always like elite top coaches were the only ones in the test group. So this is really, really huge for you guys. So achieving Success Club in 3 of the first 6 months, and it doesn't have to be consecutive. It can just be, whichever. But the best part is to do it month 1, month 2, month 3, knock it out and know that you snagged your goal or your spot there. So start with friends and family as you grow your cold market, because your first goal is to grab a new coach. So sharing your journey on social media, yes, you're a coach, but that's not all you are. Share all the aspects of your life and your journey. You can see on mine, I've got lots of kids, I've got dogs, I've got some workouts, and then I've got some family stuff. And then I've also have transformation. So you want to make sure that you've got a little bit of everything, so that people can see that just from a short glance. Before you post yourself, ask yourself what you want them to get from it and if it would stop their scroll. Chelsea, Chelsea can probably hook us all up with presets. I was talking to her a while ago, and I was actually going to buy presets for Lightroom. So if you ever want to purchase any, she does that too. But I fell in love with this app called Lightroom, and I know you can purchase presets for it, and we've got some other trainings on this. I don't want to talk too long, but I love that app because a preset is basically like a presetting that you can apply to each photo. So all of your photos look very similar, and you kind of have like it all fits together, and it makes it so simple, because sometimes you look at top coaches and you're like, wow, or bloggers, and you're like, wow, their feed is so pretty, I could never do that. But that's where the preset makes it so simple, because all of your pictures will start to look alike. So these are just extra fun things to talk about, and you can always ask your coach about more information. I don't want you to think that you need to be perfect right off the bat, but there is a lot of ways for us to help you get there. And like, done is better than perfect 100%. But what I want you to do is just more than, it has to be, polished or anything. I want you to focus on what are the words that you would need to read right now? And can you put that into, out there for the other people that are following you that maybe had a really bad day? So I like to think about what I'm personally struggling with and take that and make it into a positive message, because then you're being vulnerable, you're providing value, and you're reminding people that they are not alone. And that's when people really start to connect with you, when you can get those vulnerable, like truthful posts out there. So I made one yesterday kind of about my postpartum depression and, just like struggling with a really needy baby, but also like kind of put it out there that, I'm blessed to have a baby. I'm blessed to, have this. So taking the things that you're struggling with, turn it into a positive, will get people to want to continue to follow you. So the power of consistency and patience is super important too. March 2016, I posted a bunch of pictures of the Beachbody On Demand and different workouts that you could do. And I basically was like, the new Beachbody On Demand app is so freaking cool. And so like 17 likes, 4 comments, not personalized, scream sales, no story whatsoever. And then we've got this from February 2019. You can see that it's more eye-catching. I used a filter. It's not just a picture of a product. And it shares a journey and it tells a story. 67 likes, 47 comments. A lot of people engaging with it. Things like they're probably asking me about my braid, because I can post about everything. And then there's like something eye-catching or something, and you're going to get everybody to talk to you about, hey, where'd you get those leggings? You're like, did you not read the post? I spent 2 hours on them, but I don't ever take that the wrong way, because, and don't spend 2 hours on posts. I was exaggerating, but, a lot of times people might like, hey, where'd you get the leggings from? And then it's like, I'll message you. And then you start a conversation from that. Like, hey girl, I got my leggings from Amazon. I'm obsessed with it. I can send you the link. How are you doing? Just using that, starting a conversation, and that's why we do what we do, is that we have things in common with people, and just being able to engage with them. So maybe they liked my post and I was talking about Energize here. I would I would go through the people that liked and commented and just be like, hey, I saw your name pop up on my notifications. And it just made me think I wanted to check in with you. How are you doing right now, being stuck inside with the kids and everything? I just wanted to let you know I was thinking of you. How are you doing? So starting a conversation, always ending with a question, and then being able to then segue it into where I said earlier, that I know like it's been such a challenge, but the one thing keeping me sane is my 30-minute workouts from home. Tell me about you. What have you been doing for, your health and fitness? And that's the same kind of, guys, I always kind of segue it in the same way. Is like, I'm having a conversation, talking about how right now working out is really helping my sanity. What are you currently doing? And that's when it just kind of organically flows. So, what would you do with an extra $800? So if you help 3 to 5 people a month enroll with a challenge pack, that is Success Club. There's Success Club 5 and there's Success Club 10. Success Club, do I have that on here? I don't think I do. Okay, Success Club 5, you get free leads, which are people that come from Beachbody so maybe they signed up Beachbody On Demand from the website and they didn't go through a coach. Beachbody On Demand will give you, or Beachbody will give you those leads. So you hit Success Club and you're Emerald and you have 90 PV on HD, you get those leads. You hit Success Club 10, you get those leads, plus you get the paid leads as well, which are, you get the commission off of their order. So those free leads that you see they order a Beachbody On Demand, you don't get commission, but you can talk to them, and then anything in the future, you would get that. So it's just like great too. Nicole actually, from a free lead, she got on the phone or did a Zoom with them and ended up signing up them as a coach with a challenge pack. So, it's just really cool. It's like free people that are obviously interested in what we have to offer. Take advantage of it. And I feel like, I see Jessica, I can't see everybody, but anybody that does real estate or like a sales-based job, it's like, oh, leads, this is great. But I don't think about it as like a lead, like a person, or just a lead, like a number. I really think about it as a person. So, just thinking about what are they struggling with? What can I help them with? And so I, in our team page, wrote what I send right now to my leads. And so you'll see my email if you get them, next month. So say hit Emerald, hit Success Club, and next month you get leads and you're like, what do we do? We have all of that information available to you as well. So month one, new customer commission, $50 times 3. So say you got $50 from each challenge pack. It depends on what challenge pack. We're just going to say $50, $150. So month two, new customer commission, there's $50 for 3 challenge packs, again, $150. But the people that ordered that challenge pack last month are going to, again, get their Shakeology ordered again on auto shipment as well. So 32 of those, the commission you make from a Shakeology, bag of Shakeology is $32 times 3 is 96. So altogether it's 246 for that month. And the same thing, you're going to, the next month 3, you're going to get 3 new people, but you're also going to get the 6 now Shakeologies from the past 2 months, and that's $396. So total for 3 months, $792, which is pretty cool when you think about it that way. And so that's why it's important to talk about Shakeology. How are they liking it? Share them recipes. How are they making it? We want it to be something that they enjoy and realize, hey, is it giving you more energy? Is it helping you with your sugar cravings? And I love talking to my clients about it so they can see the value in it. And then also, you know, hey, do you want to make Shakeology energy bars with that, or things like that, giving them other ideas. Or have you ever tried Energize and Recover? And when they talk about like not being able to walk downstairs, I'm like, girl, you got to try Energize and Recover this month, because one, it gives you energy for your workouts. The Recover helps you so much with soreness, so you don't feel like you can't give it your all the next day. And so just continuously talking to them about, you know, other options, checking in, seeing how what we have can get them results, not from the purpose of, hey, we need more commissions, but how can I best help you? How can I best serve you? How can I best help you to reach your goals? Okay, let's see what else we've got going on. What would you do with an extra 1,500? So how SC10 impacts income. So basically same thing, but also you have a help 5 people. You also get a fast start bonus, which basically means if you sell 5 challenge packs in 5 weeks, you get that $100 fast start bonus. So you're going to get that, and then you're going to make a team cycle bonus. Once you're Emerald, you get to cycle, because you're building a team. Emerald is 2 coaches. Okay, so 1 cycle as an Emerald is $14. So altogether, month 1, $364. Month 2, all of that plus new leads and people that have ordered. Let's see, help 5 people, team cycle bonus. Yeah, and you're growing your team cycle bonus as well, $543. And then month 3, you've got the fast start bonus, the team cycle bonus has grown, and the new leads of 119, old leads of 179, $757. So literally an extra $1,500 from versus $800. So obviously there may be somebody that cancels their Shakeology. They don't have it every month. So this is a guesstimate, but it's just cool to kind of break that down and see exactly why it's so important to continue to talk to people and build relationships, because not everybody's going to be ready to pull the trigger either the first time you talk to them. So what now? Start by doing the new coach training, and that is in your at the Team Beachbodies website. We have a training as well for our team, but this is what you guys can start with. And there's just like super basics of what Success Club is and other things. You're also going to find your business activity tracker on the Coach Online Office, and that should just be your list. Anybody here like lists? Does anybody like a list? I love a list. I love to check it off. I love to know exactly what I'm going to be doing. Business activity tracker is exactly your Beachbody list. So print a couple of them out. It's for 1 week. You can try to, I tried to, what is the word when you make it plastic? Words are hard. Laminate. I tried to laminate it and do it that way and not have to print off a bunch, and it doesn't really work so well. But some people print off a couple, put it in a binder. There's also an app on your phone for the business activity tracker. I think it's just iPhone. It's called SC BAT, BAT, Business Activity Tracker. That's just something like you wouldn't go to work and like not do what you were supposed to do. That is your check into work. And just if you get in the habit of doing that every day and making sure that you're checking all of the boxes, you are going to move your business forward. So commit to your program, drink your shake, 10 minutes of personal development. Honestly, that's like the very least. I say 30 minutes because it's changed my life so much. You can do it when you're folding laundry. If you're listening to Audible, you can do it when you're making dinner or something like that. So for me, 30 minutes, but bare minimum is 10. So one post a day on social and making sure that you are talking to people. And right now, guys, it's so good to like check in with people and honestly, genuinely with 100% without expecting anything in return, just having good conversations with people. I am like craving interaction right now. I'm such an extrovert. So it's good for me to just start these conversations. I genuinely want to know how you're doing. I want to know about you. I want to chat with you. And then I feel less confined in my, to my own life as well. So it's helpful for everybody. I mean, how often do you hear somebody say, Chelsea, how are you? I have been thinking about you. Like that is so rare for somebody to just randomly do it, but it makes you feel so special. So begin sharing your journey, inviting other people to join you. Don't wait until you feel ready or you're done with your training. Just start having conversations, being genuine, inviting people the same way that your coach invited you. Maybe not you, Chelsea. Chelsea will like message me and she's like, I'm pretty sure that I need to be a coach. How do I do that? I was like, let me help you with that. But for those of you that your coach did invite you, and maybe you told them no multiple times, but just think about how they did it and how they built that relationship and how they were genuine, and do that right back. Okay. Don't get overwhelmed. One step, one conversation, one goal at a time. You guys will crush this as long as you just go into this just excited to, build relationships and better yourself and just keep yourself accountable. So your first invites, become a conversation expert. Your goal is to connect with 10 new people a day or 70 to 100 people a week. 10 new people a day is best for my brain. That's easier to remember. Tip, you're not reaching out to close them. You're just reaching out to open the door. I like to also say too that, every time you talk to somebody or you give free value or something like that, and, you're just making little drops in the relationship bucket with them so that maybe they're not ready now, but when they are ready, they're going to be like, oh, April gave me that free meal plan. She's awesome. I'll ask her. So be brief, be excited, and end every message with a question, because how often are you going to be like, oh, cool, she said like that, but let me do something else. If somebody actually asks you, you're much more likely to not get distracted, hopefully, and respond. But when people do ghost you, because here and there people will ghost you, that's just a part of it. Don't take it personally. If maybe they're a scatterbrain like me and they opened it while they were at the cash register and then their toddler had a meltdown, or, it's so easy to get distracted if you're not working your business on Facebook Messenger, like a lot of us are. A lot of people don't even have it on their phone or something like that. They only get it when they're at the computer. So I also like to remind people not to be emotionally connected to anything that's happening and just be excited to start conversations. Find their need before you try and fix their need. So not like, hey, I've got this great program, I think it would be great for you, da, 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 da. Ask a lot of questions and take your time. That's going to be able to best serve them. Recognize and welcome objections. So did you join the very first time that you were invited? Most people are probably going to say no. And so, just not, like I said, don't be emotionally connected to that. And then what else you can do too is like, so say somebody says like, oh, I don't think I could do that. I just don't have the time. You probably didn't have the time when you started either. So follow through and talk to them. I love to tell new coaches, think of the feel, felt, found method when somebody gives you an objection. I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way because I had thought, no way in heck could I ever find 30 minutes to myself when I was already eating all of my meals out of Tupperware in my car. But what I found is, so I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way with an example. What I found is that for me, getting up and making it happen first thing in the morning is the one time that I don't have any excuses that are going to get in my way. So I get up a little earlier, I get it done, and I feel so much better about myself. So whatever the objection is, feel, felt, found your way through it, because probably at one time or another, you felt that way. Use the scripts and tips and all the resources. We have so much good resources in our Google Drive and our team page, in the file section of our team page as well. Don't be afraid of the cost. It's an amazing value. You guys know this. Like you think about what people spend for gyms or personal trainers. Jess can attest to this. Jess used to be a personal trainer, and it's just crazy what you can charge for one session, where here you have a professional fit celebrity trainer in your living room being like, do this and eat this, from our nutritionist. So Really cool stuff. It's amazing value. Don't send somebody your link right away. If they say they want to do it, take your time, help them understand the value at first. So if they're like, yeah, that sounds great, you're not going to be like, bada bing, bada boom, cool, can't wait for you. Make sure that you take a little bit of extra time, and I will, make sure that they understand why I love the Shakeology, or why I love the portion control containers, or Ultimate Portion Fix or something like that, and how I think it will help them in their goal of XYZ. And when you can emotionally connect it to, like, I know your goal is to lose 15 pounds, and I just want you to like take a minute and like picture that when your skinny jeans in your closet fit you and you feel great at date night. I'm saying all these things during quarantine life. One day when you feel great at date night, how awesome will that feel? And get them emotionally connected. Like, yes, you're right, I need this. Follow up forever, ever. I have had, coaches where I'm continuously asking them for years later. And then it's like, oh, hey, April, 4 years later, I think I'm ready to do this. So just until they tell you to go away, most likely they're like, oh, thank you so much for not giving up on me. It's not the right time for me right now, but thanks for asking. Or they're going to be like, okay, yeah. And sometimes they just need a little follow-up, because how many times have you told somebody you're going to buy something and then you just like get distracted and you're like, oh, I'll do it later. That reminder is you showing up and being like, I want this. Tell me about this. I see Jess over here giggling about something. That was me, April. Oh, this is funny. Jess is my follow-up queen. Your second goal as a coach. Yeah. So Kate, I feel like Jess told me about Katie forever ago. She's here, hasn't even signed up as a coach, but she's like, she's going to be awesome. We're getting her. And she knew it. So your second goal as a coach, achieve Emerald rank in your 7 days. So what you're basically going to do is look right here at this active emerald. So you right here as a coach, this is an emerald coach. That means you have a coach you've got 2 legs, a coach on your left leg, a coach on your right leg. So this is your first thing. And anybody that's purchasing a challenge pack, you just basically be like, all right, sweet. Do you want to, I don't know if it's for you or not, but if you want to sign up, you can get 25% off everything as a discount member. And then if you feel like sharing your journey too, and you want to get people involved, cool. It's totally up to you, but I just love a discount, so I have to share it with you. I have something that sounds a lot better than that. My brain is not working, but we have basically something that you'll send every time that somebody says yes to the challenge pack, to ask them if they want to be a discount member or a coach. So when to do that, and then say you want to sign up your significant other, and so that's 2 people right there. So looking at Diamond, I want to break this down really quickly, is that Ruby is something that most people pass right over because you're waiting on the Emeralds. So Emeralds means they have 2 coaches. So Ruby is, you have a coach that has 2 coaches on both legs, and then 1 additional coach on both legs. So 4 coaches total. 1 on each leg has 2 coaches. Diamond is like our main goal, and that is 4 coaches on your left, 4 coaches on your right, and one of them each have 2 coaches as well. So you have I also like to put out the U+2. You can't just go like signing up your mom, your dog, your sister, your brother, and be like, oh, I got my dog to Emerald, so I'm Diamond now, So you have to stay compliant with Beachbody. So you can only have your credit card attached to U+2 accounts, and it needs to be a parent, sibling, or significant other that lives with you. So, for example, my mom is a veteran. If you are a veteran or a veteran spouse or an active military or active military spouse, you also don't pay that $15 a month fee. So my mom is signed up under, my sister, and has the veteran discount, is signed up. My sister could have that as her, her card, but she doesn't, because my mom loves Shakeology. But that's an example. Or her husband. So her husband drinks and does the workouts and things like that. He's signed up they use the same card. They do U+2 is basically so that you are staying compliant and you're not like, oh shoot, one of my coaches is about to lose rank, I better order something underneath her. So I like to be very clear about that. That's considered bonus buying. You're not going to be doing any of that rank chasing. I want you to get there and be solid and enjoy it, but also stay compliant. So your second goal as a coach is also within Emerald. You're going to see here that you are going to be eligible for the customer lead program and the team cycle bonus. Once you're Emerald, that unlocks the compensation plan. So that's right here. You've got one coach on each leg. That as you grow in your team, you grow your team, you're going to see being paid more in your weekly team cycle bonus. So there's a couple of videos in your back office that explains a lot of stuff too. I just don't want to throw so much information, but I want you to have it in case you need it, but also not like, don't feel like I'm going to quiz you after this and think you need to know everything, just putting it out there. So as an active Emerald, you get commissions paid weekly, Shakeology, Fast Start, and Fast Start Plus bonus. You're eligible for those. And that's when you sign up like 5 coaches with challenge packs in 5 weeks, showcase pack bonus, customer lead program, team cycle bonus. All of these things are ways that you can be compensated that are available to you. With Ruby, you can also get a matching check bonus. So say you signed up a coach and she is cycled twice, that gives her $28. You would make 10% of that. So you make $2.80 off of that. May sound simple, like cool, $2. Thanks, I'm gonna buy a soda with it. But when you start seeing that your team grow, you're gonna be like, okay, that 10% is nice, I will take that. So that's just another cool perk. Let's see, greater matching check bonus, coach connection lead program once you're diamond. If you're diamond and hitting Success Club, they also give out coaches too. So say somebody give out, that sounds funny. Say somebody just randomly decided they wanted to coach for the discount. They bought a package and they signed up all at one time. They don't have a coach. They get then distributed to people that way. Star Diamond bonus. So, and then multiple business centers. I'm not going to get into that, but there are so many different ways to grow your income. And it's as you continue to grow in rank, as you continue to grow with your team. So I was a little bit squirrel today. I'm so sorry. That was a lot of I was like, oh, I'll probably get this in like 30 minutes. No, I apologize. I just went on tangents there, but I wanted to know, thanks for hopping in, Tammy. I wanted to know what you guys personally are struggling with, if you have any questions and what you want to know from us. So unmute yourself, post in the chat. Is there anything in the chat that I missed? I don't know. Probably not. Just seems like you've got that taken control of. I can't look at the chat while I'm talking. Let's see. Anything come to mind for anyone? I'm looking at the chat now. Rock Pride.
They were talking about the Leroy burger a lot. Do you remember the Leroy burger?
No.
Oh, from the brewery? Oh. Missing out.
I don't know. Lindsay's face. I don't think I ever had it. I don't know. I was probably just eating pretzels and drinking beer. Okay, let's see. I don't think there's anything else. We're just talking about all this stuff in the chat. Okay, so things to keep in mind is that, let's see, today is the 14th. So the 16th, Casey is going to host our team call, 8:30, same link, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, same link you saw here. And Saturday mornings, so Saturday mornings at 8:30 in the morning, hopefully that's not too early for you. But or too much stuff going on. We try to get it early so that before the kiddos wake up and things like that. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time is Emerald Mastermind. That's another perk of being Emerald, is that you get to be there with a couple of the Diamond top coaches, or take turns hosting that. And then basically it's just like, we talk about what you're struggling with. We give ideas and tips on anything you need help with. So it's you getting interaction in small group mentorship. And then at 9 a.m. we do coffee and content every week. So we go through and we actually help you plan your content, your posts for the week, so that you have a better idea of, okay, this is what I should be inviting to. This is what I'm going to give this kind of value, things like that. On the off week, so the first and third Thursday is team call, and then every other week is going to be a working power hour. And so that's really cool too, because you hop on, we've got music, and we set a timer and we're like, okay, for 30 minutes, we're going to do this, or for 10 minutes, we're going to do this. And it's super helpful in teaching you exactly how to work your business. I had so many coaches that were on it last week say, oh my gosh, that was so helpful. That truly helped me learn how to like exactly what I should be doing, instead of just aimlessly scrolling Instagram and being like, I'm working. So yeah, Dana says it's a great way to start your weekend. Okay, then the other thing, 10 rounds is on we have it on the My Challenge Tracker app. If anybody wants to get in on that and take a look and see how that is being run, Nicole Williams put together a little form to fill out to be added to that. And that was really cool because My Challenge Tracker is an app. It's separate, and it is going to be forming into BOD groups this month. And so it's going to be like basically a big facelift on the way that we're able to do virtual boot camps. Now, I run mine on Facebook. My goal is to, after BOD groups comes out, is to be able to move it there and Facebook be just like an ongoing maintenance group, but really kind of putting more of my focus onto the BOD groups. I really want to dive into that because it's cool, because it can connect to your workouts. You can check off your Shakeology. Like I said, who likes checking a box, right? I did my workout, I did my Shakeology, and checking in there with your clients and coaches there. And our deadline for Diamond to go on our Diamond retreat this month is April 23rd. So if anybody wants to hit Diamond in just under 2.5 weeks, go for it. You can join us there. I'm kidding, but I'm sure somebody out there has done it, but it's going to be something that it doesn't have to be like, a year-long journey. There's plenty of people that are doing it, and you just by, continuously talking to those clients and asking them if they want a discount, but know that Diamond is going to happen, and Diamond is going to be where you're really starting to grow that team, to grow in your, weekly passive income, and things like that. So does anybody have any other questions? Oh, sorry. Last thing, 5-day coach mentorship, is going on the 20th. And that was a 5-day coach workshop where Lindsay went through that. I think Katie went through that. We basically just kind of talked about what we were doing and did live videos and gave them like little homework. So that is the 20th. And then Jess, do you remember when Liz said the Instagram thing was? Liz and Nicole, I think, have been creating, or maybe Jess have been creating an Instagram. No. Okay. Where it's basically going to be like a sneak peek, and they follow this Instagram account, and there's going to be stuff there. So you can invite your prospects that way too. So we're just trying to make all the different ways for you to get people that are potentially interested in coaching and make it as easy as possible. Do you know when she said that was, Jess? I'll have her make a post.
I was just scrolling to see if I could find it. Sorry.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought she said Wednesday. I hope she didn't mean tomorrow, because that's not going to happen for me. I don't know where my life has been.
It's up and running, like to follow it, but I don't know if she.
Okay. Yeah, we'll work on that. We'll get you the details of that. But that's just another cool aspect of being like, hey, go follow this account. We're going to be running a sneak peek there. Just kind of a cool thing. Some people maybe aren't super big on Facebook groups or, something like that. So any other questions? Or, oh, it keeps your measurements too, Dana. That's right. And it's really easy too to track your clients. Like, this person checked in 5 days this week. This person checked in 4 days this week. So to be able to do like, hey, rock stars who've checked in 5+ days, or have drink Shakeology every day or something like that. So, all right, I'm going to stop the recording.